know.
Exactly. Like in simple terms, in my head, a salary cap for a team, like a straight up budget cap without any other rules, would mean that, okay, I would pay a superstar X amount of money and all the domestiques would be on like 60K.
Yeah,
That's how that's my strategy setting up that team. So it would have to be more than that, like you mentioned. But then you're saying the right thing in there are riders that are being paid outside of the team itself by a specific sponsor in a certain way, or a separate establishment, or whatever that entity or whatever that's called. Like, how the hell is that going to be controlled?
Yeah, very, very difficult to enforce, kind of opening Pandora's box there. But I guess people avoiding the rules doesn't necessarily mean that the idea is wrong in principle, but I'm not sure I've seen many convincing arguments for a budget cap.
Yeah.
I guess you could have redistributions, because shouldn't UAE, if UAE are going to sign Sivakov and exceed the cap, shouldn't they have to pay a cap hit?
A salary cap, I feel like cycling is still not at its potential finances, and a salary cap might stop it from financially innovating.
Well, I mean, I don't really know why. Like the motivation? What's the justification to play devil's advocate for the salary cap? It's that it's unfair for Cofidis,
Intermarché,
the teams with smaller budgets. But isn't a salary cap even more unfair for the French teams, because they have to pay a high proportion of the salary in taxes compared to a UAE or a Swiss registered team? So a salary cap is going to actually hit them maybe disproportionately. And as you said, what you just do is you pay the superstars the max, and then you get the minimum guys, and then you'll probably still win the big races. So, but we'll see what they come up with. Maybe they design a really good system, but that was just snuck in there, and I don't know why the CPA hasn't come out against it, because I would not be agreeing to a salary cap in a sport where there is no asset redistribution from the owners to the players, like in the US, where when the salary cap negotiations, there's also negotiations of the collective bargaining agreement between the athletes union and the owners. And then, there's a bit of a quid pro quo where, okay, you want this changes to the salary cap, or the salary cap changes, or these changes. We want a higher revenue split of the revenues from the league. But that doesn't exist in cycling, so very, very surprising.